AJ Dybantsa will be one of the greatest NBA players of all time. That statement sounds insane as he's only in college right now, but AJ Dybantsa has all of the tools to get there, and I think he could be the next LeBron. Welcome back to No Bias Hoops. Today we're talking about AJ Dybantsa and why I think he should be the number one pick in the NBA draft and why I think he has the potential to be the next LeBron and be as dominant as LeBron. AJ Dybantsa is going to BYU this year after choosing them over Alabama, North Carolina, and Kansas. And really, he chose BYU for the coaching, right? BYU offered him a ton of money. He got a ton of money, but I think there was a lot of schools that could have given him a similar offer, and he went to BYU mainly for Kevin Young. Kevin Young is one of the greatest coaches in college football right now. Not saying of all time, obviously. Only one Sweet 16 appearance, but he went to BYU last year after leaving the Suns' assistant coaching job, and the team immediately goes to the Sweet 16, and Richie Saunders becomes a star. This year, they get the top JUCO transfer, KJ Martin. They get AJ Dybantsa. They get AJ Dybantsa's teammate at Utah Prep, Xavion Stanton. And they get Rob Wright, arguably the best point guard transfer in the portal from Baylor. BYU is building something special and has all the tools to go to the Final Four this year. But AJ Dybantsa, in my opinion, has the tools to be the next LeBron. He's tall, he's big, and he can shoot the ball. He played for Utah Prep for high school, which is one of the best basketball prep schools in the United States. And you can love or hate prep schools, but ultimately he played really well there and was the second high school prospect according to who you ask. Sometimes he is the first, only behind Darren Peterson, who went to Kansas. AJ has the tools because right now he's still skinny, but with his size, he could eventually become one of the most athletic, strong guards in the NBA, and he could pretty much just get in the paint and score. And that's what LeBron did in the prime of his career, not as much anymore. But as LeBron's leaving the league, the NBA is going to need a new face because LeBron's been the face of the NBA for the last 10 years, if not more, 20 years. And with LeBron leaving, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Victor Wembanyama? Is it going to be Luka Doncic? Is it going to be Cooper Flagg? But what I think is I don't know if there's going to be a player as dominant as Jordan, as dominant as LeBron, with the NBA's new salary cap rules, with, new rules that make it harder to play defense, easier to play offense, but it's also more of a three-point shooting game, so it makes it less of a pure dominance league. And why I think AJ has the potential, because Darren Peterson does too, and I'm not even saying that he's going to be the number one pick in the draft, because if, say, the Washington Wizards have the first pick, they're going to have a real debate on whether they should choose Darren or AJ, and that's why it's going to come down to who plays the best and who has the most success this college basketball season. But the crazy thing is, AJ, his final four teams were BYU, Alabama, North Carolina, and Kansas. AJ could have teamed up with Darren Peterson, and Darren Peterson did make his decision after AJ, so if AJ went to Kansas, obviously there's no guarantee that Darren would have gone to Kansas, but if they were to team up, that could have been the most insane duo in college basketball history, and it would have created a crazy storyline going into the draft, two teammates fighting for the first and second pick, and I think what we're going to get this college basketball season is a Darren Peterson, AJ Dybantsa rivalry. I'm not saying that they're going to be enemies or anything like that, but there's going to be a notable amount of pressure on BYU versus Kansas regular season. It's at Kansas, and AJ is going to have a ton of pressure on that game. It's kind of like when Joel Embiid plays the Denver Nuggets, and when he says he's injured, people say he's ducking smoke, and then when he doesn't and plays bad, there's just there's so much pressure on these rivalry games when you have Joel Embiid and Jokic fighting for MVP. Well, you're going to have Darren Peterson and AJ fighting for the first pick, right? You have Cam Boozer too, but I think it's going to be, in my opinion, clear-cut AJ or Darren Peterson, and I like AJ more. I think BYU is my favorite to win the national championship. Kansas is a close second because of how good Darren is. Duke is always special, and now they have Cam Boozer, so they're going to be there. But really, AJ Dybantsa is the type of player that could just go in and dominate. He's huge, and with his shooting ability, as he gets bigger, as he just keeps improving his game, there's no reason why he couldn't be an all-star in the NBA. Let me know what you think about AJ Dybantsa. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a crazy goal. 200 subscribers in like 2 months is not probably going to happen, but you can help me get there. And see you next time on No Bias 2.